Hello and welcome. Welcome to the TV room. David Bradley here. I'm your host. I am going through this box. Now, this book, look, it's the machine language book for the Commodore 64. This introductory guide to machine language programming is specifically for the Commodore 64 owner. You'll learn how to use all the 6510 instructions to program high-resolution graphics to perform input and output operations with more, with plenty of easy-to-understand examples. Included are listings for working assembler-disassembler and 6510 single-step simulator from Abacus. That's funny, I just was getting a message from somebody who was wondering how they could learn assembler. I suggested they get Jim Butterfield's book. I did. And, but who knows, this could be good too. Oh yes, good. This too has listings that are actually done with the dot matrix printer for accuracy. 6510 single-step simulator. Whew. Anyway, I never really got into machine language. I don't know why. I just don't know why. Okay. Listings. And we're done with the printer. How beautiful. Now, this book has seen a lot of life. It has, it's wounded. But the information is still good. It's still all there. I should probably try to find, I remember in the old days, try to find a big old phone book to squish pages back together. See, I can hold that, but it's not going to stay. And I don't really want to stick it under the table or something. There, it's back to normal. Oh well. Maybe I will contact the person who contacted me and say, hey, well, I have a book. Now, of course, then we get into, well, they're in the United States, and what are the complications in shipping things to the United States these days? And the answer to me, or the answer that I know right now is, I don't know. Like, if I just wanted to send this person a book, are there tariffs? Are there? I don't know. There's a company up here called Chit Chats. I haven't used them for quite a while, but I should look into this again. See, what they do is things are mailed from here, or you mail them, sorry, you pack them and you take them there, and then they drive across the border and they put them in the U.S. mail. And somehow it works out well, and somehow it does good things. And of course, they also have a book rate in the United States, so this would probably not cost a whole bunch to ship. But you know what? I used to ship stuff all the time. I've really been out of it, but I should get back into it. I should. Oh, I should, because you never know how long any of us are going to be around. And will we survive the current tariff situations? I don't know. Anyway, another book. So we'll see. Anyway, thanks for coming. Oh, the phone rings. Gotta go. Bye for now.